Hey you guys, I'm back. Yeah, I was gone for 5 days with no video, which, for most people is no big deal, or, I guess most people probably film once a week, but you know me, I like to film a lot. So it wasn't by choice. I got really sick. I had a problem with my sinuses. I was getting these massive headaches, and it was just like pounding, and it was all day, all night, and I just didn't feel good enough to film. I didn't even like leave the house for days or anything. But anyways, I'm feeling much better now. And yesterday was the first day that I felt like, somewhat normal again. And so, of course, I wanted to go shopping, so I'm going to show you what I bought. This is a collective haul from a few different places. And so let's get started. Okay, so my husband and I decided to go to the outlet mall. And, of course, the first place that I wanted to go was the CCO. And what I got there, I'm just trying to put everything back together here. What I got there was, I got a MAC 189 brush, and as you can see, it was $28. Now, if you go to the MAC counter and buy one of these, it would be $42. So that's a really good savings. And they don't have all the brushes there at the CCO, and it's very hit and miss. Sometimes they'll have certain ones and other times they'll have others. I haven't washed this yet because I wanted to show you what it looked like before it got washed, because they always change their shape once they've been washed. But this is all synthetic fibers, and what MAC says this is for is MSFs, any powder, cream blushes, and cream color bases. Now, I don't necessarily always use brushes the way they're intended to be used. Sometimes I find that totally by accident that some brushes work better for other things for me. So I like to play around with them. And if any of you have this brush, let me know if you've ever tried using this for foundation, because to me it's like a slightly larger version of a foundation brush. Now perhaps it would end up using too much, product would get wasted because it is pretty big, but so anyways, I haven't tried this yet because I have to wash it, and I wanted to show you guys first. But yeah, 28 versus 42, so that's a really good deal. And then the next thing I got was a MAC eyeshadow, and this is called Bitter. That's what it looks like in the little box. I do have all my eyeshadows in palette form, but they don't sell palette eyeshadows at the CCO. They only sell them in the pots. But it's only $10.25 to buy it in the pot at a CCO. Whereas if you bought a pot eyeshadow at the counter, it would be $14.50. So it's, it's no, for me to buy an eyeshadow in pot form at the CCO is probably about the same. I think in pan form they are in the $10 range. They might be $11, but it's the same ballpark. But I don't have a place near me that sells MAC in pan form. I either have to get it online or drive a long time to get to a MAC store. So anyways, this is Bitter, and this is a velvet finish. And every time I went to the CCO, I would see this sitting there, and I was like, oh, I don't know, this is a really crazy color, but let me just swatch it for you. But I kind of wanted it anyway, because, I'm not really afraid of crazy colors. I love bright colors. So what clinched it for me was I was watching a video by Pixie Woo the other day, and she did a tutorial using this. And I was like, okay, that's it. Next time I go to CCO, if they still have it, I'm going to get Bitter. So I did. so that's that. And the third and last thing I got from the CCO is I bought one of Estee Lauder's Double Wear Stay in Place Shadow Creams. And it looks like this. And I paid $12.25 for this. And if you go to the counter, it costs $17.50. So I saved $5 on this. And what this is basically is it's Estee Lauder's version of a MAC paint pot. So this is in Sea Mist. Now, when I go to the CCO, they very rarely have MAC paint pots, which I absolutely love as a colored base and other things too. And, you know, sometimes they have one. If you're lucky, they have two colors. So, just for the heck of it, I went over and I was looking at the Estee Lauder stuff, and I was like, oh my God, what's this? You know, these look like paint pots. So anyways, they had a whole bunch of these in all different colors, but this one just jumped off the shelf at me. I actually swatched a lot of the colors that they had on my hand, and this one was the most pigmented and opaque of the bunch. And I probably would have got it anyway because this is a perfect colored base for MAC Aphrodisiac, which is what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. I have this on as the colored base, and then I have the Aphrodisiac eyeshadow on top, and then basically all I did was took MAC Vanilla eyeshadow and just swept it in the whole upper region from the crease right up to the brow. I didn't want to use a crease color with this because this color, I don't know, I just love it. This is the very first MAC eyeshadow I ever bought was MAC Aphrodisiac. That was the one that just spoke to me. I just love this color. It's like, it's Sea Mist. So anyways, yeah, now I'm like, oh, you know, because they have a lot of colors of these, and they're colors that paint pots don't come in. So depending on how this works out today, you know, I'll have to see if it performs as well as a paint pot, you know, see if it creases or melts or whatever as the day goes on. But if I like this, they had some other really nice colors too that I think I would want to pick up. Okay, so those are the three things I got at the CCO. And then from there, we went to American Apparel, and I got another one of their nail polishes, or nail lacquer, some people call it. And this is in Factory Gray, and it's gray with maybe just a hint of purple to it, but it could be the lighting too today because it's a nice sunny day outside. But yeah, I really liked that other one that I tried. Now, you know, different people want different things for nail polish. For me personally, I like to change my polish quite frequently. So how long it lasts is not important to me, but the reason why I did that Zoya challenge is because I know that a lot of people, that's one of their most important things is, you know, how long is this going to last before it chips. That's not an issue for me. I like to change my polish a lot. So for me, the application of the polish is much more important, and these go on, well, the one that I bought of this brand last week or whenever that was, went on beautiful. So that's important to me. So I bought it in another color. And speaking of nail polish, a few weeks ago I bought a second bottle of OPI You Don't Know Jacques because that's one of my all-time favorite nail polishes, and I was getting low on mine. So I bought another bottle and I used it, the new one, yesterday. Oh my God, it went on terrible. When I first started to apply it, it was all streaky, and so, you know, we wanted to go out and go shopping and everything, so I didn't really have time to just sit and let that first coat dry and then apply another one. So what I did was I just like packed on more polish and just made it thicker, and then I put Seche Vide on top of it to make it dry or harden fast. But oh if it wasn't for the seche vite, I would have had to just take it off completely, because then it never would have dried because it was on so thick. But I think I got another bad bottle of OPI. Now, you may recall me saying before in a previous video that I had gotten a bad bottle of polish from not Alice in Wonderland, Shrek, from the Shrek collection. And I don't know if I fixed that or not. I put a little bit of Seche Restore in it to thin it out a bit. But what the heck is going on with OPI lately? I'm not going to spend $8.50 for a bottle of nail polish and have it be crap. I was going to buy the entire Katy Perry collection when it came out. I know it's supposed to be out now, but I can't find it anywhere. And but now that I've had these two bad experiences with these 2 bottles of OPI, I definitely am not going to buy that whole collection. I may pick up one color from it, and that's probably going to be it. And I may not even do that, because if I can find other polishes that are just as pretty, that go on nicely, I may not be buying much, if any, OPI anymore, because I'm sorry, but $8.50 may not be a lot of money to some people, but it is to me. And I'm not going to spend that kind of money for a crappy nail polish when I can get some other brand for a lot less money that goes on nicely. Okay, rant over. So the other thing that I got at American Apparel, all their accessories were 50% off. So I got something that I have been wanting for a very long time. You've heard of circle scarves or infinity scarves. You know, a lot of people have talked about those on YouTube this year. Well, ever since I heard people talk about them, I really wanted one, but I just didn't happen to see them when I would go shopping, or I guess, you know, they were so popular that they just flew off the shelves. Well, now we're in January, so people are trying to get rid of their inventory, so all the accessories at American Apparel right now are 50% off. So I got this plum one, and if you don't know what this is, it's just basically a big circle of material that's all connected, and they had them in different materials, and I got one of the ones that was really soft, and this was originally, oh, let's see. Wow, this was originally $37, and I would not normally spend $37 for a scarf. Well, I didn't. It was 50% off. So I got it for $18.50, which is still more than I would like to spend for a scarf, but I had really been wanting one of these circle scarves. So let me just show you. You just slip it on over your head. I don't want to get makeup on it. And then you can, like, this is doubled right now. This is doubled, and you can kind of arrange the stuff. But we were walking around outside at the outlet mall yesterday, and I was going to grab a scarf before we left the house, and for some reason I either forgot or didn't. So it was kind of cold out there walking around. I think it was in the 20s yesterday. So I said to myself, well, okay, I can justify it that way because I didn't, oops, sorry, because I didn't have a scarf with me, and it was really cold. So anyways, now I've got my circle scarf. I'm happy. So I got this plum color in the super soft material because I think this will go with pretty much all the winter coats that I own. I have different coats in different colors, but this is kind of a nice generic color that will look good with a lot of things. So I finally got a circle scarf. And then last but not least, we went to Off Fifth, which is, oops, Off Fifth, which is the outlet version of Saks Fifth Avenue. And so originally I had said to my husband, I just want to go in there and look. I'm not going to buy anything. Yeah, right. Because all their stuff is very expensive in there, and it's more than I would really spend for anything. So even if it's, you know, marked down or whatever. So anyways, we went in there, we just started looking around, and he was looking at the men's clothes, and I immediately went like to the back of the store near the cash registers for some reason, and they had a whole wall of fragrances. And there was a big sign that said, buy one, get the second one 50% off. And I was like, wow, you know, for designer fragrances, that could be a really big savings. So on the right-hand side, they had all the women's, and on the left-hand side, they had all the men's. And I was like, well, you know, if we each got a bottle, then the second bottle would be 50% off. So I went and got my husband in the men's section, and I said, honey, come here, check this out. So I said, look, if you buy one, you get the second one 50% off. So why don't we each pick one out? And he was like, all right, sounds good. So I ended up picking out, oh, and by the way, they didn't have any testers. So we had to buy these like sight unseen without knowing what they smelled like, which is crazy because we spent, you know, a lot of money. Even though we got a good deal, it was still a lot of money for these 2 bottles of fragrance. So anyways, we were lucky because we both loved what we bought. But I ended up picking out Beyonce Heat, and that's what the box looks like. And I'll show you the bottle. The bottle is so pretty. It reminds me of like I Dream of Jeannie. Because it's clear at the top and then like reddish amber color on the bottom with this pretty top. And the best way I can describe this scent is exotic, sexy, spicy. You know, that's the best I can describe it. I'm not that great at describing scents, but I love it. I squirted 3 squirts on me yesterday. When we were at the outlet mall, we went to the food court and got a cup of coffee and sat down and opened our new fragrances. And I sprayed three sprays on me, and then we continued to walk around and look in the stores and stuff. And I just kept like smelling it and taking it in, and I was like, oh, I love this. And I'm so glad I got this. You know, I really shouldn't have spent the money, but I'm really happy that I got that. Because I have, like, the fresh fragrance that I bought at Sephora. I only have this much left in it, which is the one that I've been wearing. And then the other one that I wear sometimes is the G, Harajuku Lovers G, and I only have that much left in this one. So anyways, I was getting low anyways on my favorite fragrances, so I really love that. And then my husband, he was looking at a bunch of different ones, and even though I had never smelled this, I was like trying to encourage him to pick this one, which he ended up doing. And what it is it's Dolce & Gabbana for men, and it comes in like a blue suede box. And this is what the bottle looks like. Very classic and elegant. And so the way that I would describe this scent is very fresh and clean, and he likes stuff like that, and I do too on men. So this was a good buy too. So the prices on these things, let's see. Okay. The Dolce & Gabbana one was $44.99. You might as well say $45. And then the Beyonce Heat one was $43.99, but it was half off, so I only paid $22 for that. So, you know, I saved, let's see, $21 then we saved by buying them that way. And then I just have one more thing to show you, and this is kind of a random thing that I did not get at the outlet mall, but I wanted to tell you about it because it's a really great product and it's dirt cheap and it works really well. and that is, it's a shaving cream. The last time I talked to you guys about shaving cream was, uh-oh, hold on. Never fails. Somebody always calls when I'm filming. I don't know why I don't just take the phone off the hook, but I guess, you know, I forget. Okay, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, shaving cream. Last time I talked to you guys about shaving cream was quite a long time ago, and I think I was raving about the EOS shaving lotion, and my opinion about that has changed. At first I thought it was the greatest thing ever because it smelled nice and it felt nice on my skin, but ultimately I stopped using it because it clogs your razor. You know, you try to rinse your razor under hot water and you just couldn't rinse that shaving lotion out of it, and so I don't know, that drives me crazy. So I stopped using that, and I was just buying, you know, whatever was on sale or whatever, nothing in particular. But my husband and I were at Rite Aid about a week or so ago, and we were just walking around looking at things, and we were in the shaving section, and I came across this shaving cream that I had never tried before, and it was on sale at Rite Aid for like $1 something. And I was like, wow, $1 something, hon. You know, we never tried this one before. Let's give it a shot. So anyways, we absolutely love it, and it's dirt cheap. But Rite Aid is the only place I've ever seen it, because I did look for it at some other stores and I didn't see it. So I don't know if this product is being discontinued or what. But if I can still get it, I'm going to get more because we love it. And that is Noxzema shaving cream with aloe and lanolin. First of all, it's mint green, which I know doesn't matter, but it's so pretty. And it says thick, rich lather, which that's true, and it's medicated. But it's just got a really nice consistency to it, and it feels nice on your skin, and it's not drying. So I really like it. So hopefully they're not doing away with that, and that's why it was discounted. I hope not. But yeah, now that I found that, I will probably use that exclusively, provided it is still available. Alright, so so nice to see you guys again. I missed you so much. And oh yeah, I should probably tell you about the products that I'm wearing, right? Let me just quickly run those down then. Guerlain Meteorites Foundation Primer, Maybelline Fit Foundation and Concealer. I used MAC Rosé Olay Highlight Powder as a setting powder, which I know you're not supposed to do that, but, you know, there are no rules in makeup. NARS Orgasm Blush. And then I already told you what I used for eyeshadow. I used Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner and graphite shimmer ink on my waterline only. Mascara is Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara. And for lip products, I used NYX Round Lipstick in Narcissus. And my lip gloss is MAC Fashion Scoop Cream Sheen Glass. And then I think I already told you that the nail polish was OPI. You don't know Jacques, but I'm mad at OPI right now. So that's it then, I guess. Alright, so I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.